Pisces, how you doing? So we're looking at your 7th into the 14th, but a few channel messages right away, because I'm hearing a break-in or a breakdown or breaking bad. And I'm breaking bad. Mama, you've been bad. Someone's mum has been ill. Someone's mum's been ill, or someone's mum has got an ill will. Something to do with around, like someone's very tempered here, is what I'm picking up, is a Sagittarius energy. Very tempered, very like ill, an ill manner. Okay, and they've got a beef, is what I'm picking up. Is what they're saying, like an ill will or an ill manner. Okay, and they feel it, like either one physically feel ill, like, and I mean sick and ill, but I'm definitely picking up that someone is like either one sick in the head or is died. Okay, I'm really sorry, I didn't mean to pick that one up, but it's just died. Somebody's just died. Okay, so I don't want everybody to freak out. Again, Pisces, why do we always get these seance type sort of readings just lately? Because I'm hearing ill will, like I'm looking for a will, like I've just left a will to somebody and somebody's either mother or father has just passed. It could be a mother or father, but it's just passed. Okay. Oh, the name Parsons. I keep picking it up for all this week. The name Parsons or Parts or Pushy or Paula or anybody beginning with P, but has just passed. Like, I mean, it doesn't have to be you if I'm calling out your name, but I'm hearing that someone's just passed away, like your father or your mum, or for those, okay, is like has just passed away. Okay, so I'm also hearing though now is that there is some kind of message here around ill, like physically feel sick, like physically, or like a breakdown, like an emotional breakdown, or a Cancerian is involved, and like your car breaks down, or somebody just like physically flips out and flips the script at somebody and they have an emotional breakdown. You've got a mum also here involved, if it isn't to do with the first lot of messages, of someone that's very ill-tempered, like their temper is rising. You're definitely picking up someone that has a rising in Sagittarius, possible, or rising, like rising up back on the street, something to do with Leo, and like rising temperature. But if it isn't a temperature, I'm keep picking up like being ill. I'm picking up that somebody is like having an emotional breakdown and they're getting more and more and more like temper, like having a complete breakdown, meltdown. I'm picking up like a tower, if I'm honest. A tower, high tower, also something from the American cop show. Something to do with Mickey, the name Mick, or Mickey, or Michael. Okay, but having like... you broke my Mickey. Sorry, that's just how I relate to things. The cop show that was coming is, hey, you want to fight? Fight me. Okay, but in that he goes, you broke my Mickey. So Mickey Mouse. So something to do with mouse, Mickey Mouse, cat and mouse, Leo Mouse, timid, intimidation. Man, yeah, I've got the martyr energy coming up. The same as what's been coming up now. The name Martin, or Martha, or Michael, or Emily, Emma, Maria, all the M's, MC, IC, MC, I see you MC. I see you, MC Hammer. Something to do with MC Hammer. Okay, now, when I channel, these are soul group numberings and also life path numbers and everything. Okay, so as a Piscean, I class them as 3. Okay, but you can also watch a 9. Because the moon of what they say in a book is a Piscean, is also a 9. So you would have a lot to do with mother, and you would have so much karmic mother energy here at the moment. It's unreal, okay, real thing, something to do with real thing, or the thing, Stephen, or Stephen King, or the Lion King. Leo, Stephen, mother, moon, 9, Virgo energy. Okay, so breaking the code, because I either picked up breaking a code or breaking bad. Okay, so you got moon, mother, 9, Virgo energy, or just a Virgo involved. Okay, so you got a Virgo mother, right, or you've got Laura, but you've got kind of like this energy of Pisces Virgo, and an opposite of North and also South node. It's an opposite. So you got an opposition. So you got a physician. Someone's going for a physician. So I'm also picking up physically fit, fitness, health, all that kind of thing. In sickness and in health, marriage, divorce, right? I'm not picking up marriage, I'm picking up straight up divorce. Okay, I am, honestly, straight up divorce. Diane, Dana, Dana White, Dan White. So Daniel White, okay, or Daniel, the name Daniel or Daniel White, or Daniel is going very white. is going very pale. I'm picking up someone breathing of Daniel or Dan is breathing or is very, very pale and very, very white. And I don't know what this is because I'm picking up ghost. Elijah? Or like ghost, like a ghost energy of someone going extremely pale and extremely white. I don't know what this is unless it's Dana White. I did pick that up, Southpaw. If you watched Aquarian reading and also, well, I think it was an Aquarian reading, where another reading where I said Southpaw, Dana White, UFC, okay, Southpaw, people that fight Southpaw. So basically what you're looking at is a poor Leo. So someone's playing victim. Playing a victim, playing a martyr, poor Leo. Okay, I'm sorry, these are just messages here. Please don't never look at me as I'm just a conduit. Don't worry about me. I have to just speak, okay? But I'm picking up poor Leo, or something around a Leo could be poor, or you're picking up Southpaw, somebody that has something is definitely to do with North and South Node. North and South Node, not just North Node, South Node. Somebody that also lives up north, okay, that lives up north, named Paul, or North, or Paul North, or Paul North, okay, Paul North. Piscean. So they're saying that this code, this breaking of the code is a breakdown for somebody because of their north or south pole, which is like a Polish, someone that's Polish, okay, Poland, from Poland, or the name Roland or Boland or Tatiana or T-Rex, but something to do with Tatiana Rexed, Rexen, or flexing the Rexin. Resin. I'm also hearing resin. Someone's probably getting paranoid or smoking weed. Resin. Any other messages for you, Piscean? So I don't know what this is because the main one here is a lot to do with around someone losing the plot, like physically lost the plot, like losing their temper. This came up through Sagittarius, through someone saying Sagittarius, but also Aquarius, where this is where a mother maybe then goes over in order to add fuel to the fire, tries to find out information where their nose is not wanted. They go somewhere, okay, they ghost someone, they find out that their daughter or boyfriend, girlfriend have ghosted each other. The mother forms an opinion on somebody, okay, this mother then comes back and has a go at somebody because of fuel to the fire of a victim. The victim plays even more of a victim, gets confused and everything else and very angry around narcissism and control. So you got you've got fucking serious energy here, Pisces. Serious energy. So look at your moon. So look at your mum. So it's coming from and to and around your mum here. Because this ain't 9, which is still a moon, which is Virgo. So it doesn't have to be a Virgo, but it's definitely an energy of interfering where it's not wanted and adding fuel onto a fire sign, which is around Aries, Leo or Sagittarius. So it's somebody that's basically going to visit or see, ask and say, oh, hello, everything else, blah, blah, blah. Finds out from a person, say like if there's me and you that have been together, blah, 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 so on and so forth, we've split up, we've broke up, then person of Z soulmate, say, then like goes over, visits, adds fuel to the fire. This person may know that this person's controlling. This person knows that this person is a victim. This person plays even more of a victim and has a breakdown and a meltdown, probably starts crying and everything else. This person then thinks that it's that person, comes back to here, and then blames this. Now this 3 of this trine is what I'm picking up here. This Trinity is Neo, right? So breaking codes and all this kind of matrix energy. Matrix 4, you'll probably start seeing energies of the Matrix 4 coming out, right? Neo or Leo. Okay, so you've kind of got this energy where somebody here, say controlling person, goes over here, adds fuel to the fire of someone that could well be, say, playing a victim or a martyr, who's having a breakdown, an emotional outlet, doesn't want bothering, doesn't want blah, 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 comes over, adds fuel to the fire, okay? Then this person here gains their own wisdom and knowledge of what they think to be true, comes back here, and then manipulates this person here to making them feel as if it's to blame. So can you see the energy of a third-party trine of karma here? Is where my visions now are taking me out of space, right, and into more of where it's a lot to do with, where it's involving girlfriend, boyfriend, mother, and trines of energy of where then all of a sudden when you think that you're finished and that you're over, all of a sudden it's not over, because then a mother starts to interfere with an energy, and then that adds fuel to the fire that leads more confusion and more control, more narcissism, more martyrism. It doesn't matter about people. Don't worry about people. I'm not blaming, and I'm not saying that if this energy is here, because trust me, it's all written and designed that way. That's the design, okay? So the design of this pattern of what I'm being told spiritually here, just lately and also very much now, is that you can't avoid your karma, right? And you can't run from it. So when you escape and you split up and blah, 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 someone tries to bring you back together by interfering, but they're not, they're actually making it worse. So this person here has a breakdown and a meltdown, gets a visitation by, say, a mother or a father or anybody, but they come into the fold, right? As a soul group. You had it in your monthly control. 9 of Wands, it was 9 of Wands. So you can look at anybody, implants themselves into a situation to stick their nose where it isn't wanted, adds fuel to the fire and makes situations of life worse for people, and then goes back gaining their own opinion of where their nose wasn't wanted anyway, comes back here, forms their opinion and is very opinionated, could be Taurus placement somewhere or an air sign, gets very opinionated, then starts blaming this person for doing it to this person when nobody really asked this person shit anyway. So what you've got is this energy of people trying to split up or break up or come to terms with something that is either one, very traumatic, and like nobody really wants bothering, and nobody wants to really just chuck petrol all over the fire, right? So nobody really wants interfering with, and then all of a sudden you get someone that sticks their nose right where it isn't wanted, plays a mind game about two people, creates hysteria of now somebody that is having a complete meltdown and a breakdown, and then this person here comes back and blames this person, and nobody fucking asked this person in the middle anything at all. Nobody asked for this person's opinion. No one said them to do it. It came up very much in the Aquarian reading. So then you get Z pattern. One person here goes off to say Z mother or whatever of a controlling person, goes to the Freddy Nightmare's controlling party, or whatever it is that came up for an Aquarian, goes to Freddy's Nightmare's party, something happens very much there in the family here, you'll have to watch the Aquarian reading, that all kicks off and that happens, this person tries to escape that and can't escape their karma, loses control of everything, okay, comes back here, also gets visited by, say, another soulmate that tries to make this person feel even more crazy, okay, then comes back and makes this person feel crazy, and well, basically what you've got is narcissism, sociopath, empath, all of the paths. Any path that is chosen, you can't get away from, right? So when you're looking at energy, I was going to do this as part of Magician's Table Part 2. When you're looking at energy, for instance, right, this came very much up in Gemini reading, and I showed all my Patreons of a pattern of a sequence of what was going to happen and why, okay? It's coming up very much in your energy. So for me, for instance, I have a Gemini moon, okay? That relates to a 6. So for me, that also relates to Gemini, 6, but also Capricorn, 6, a number. Numerology, energy, also life path and paths, right? So 6, moon sign, 6, right, here. So then when you look at your birth chart, right, it reflects over to a north and south energy, but it also reflects over to where you will find this also in your Vedic chart. Okay, your Vedic chart. I haven't studied anything. Anybody knows things. I don't study things. I just get it esoterically. Okay. So what they're saying here is that, like, any of you are confused of why you may watch a lot of readings and you think, how on earth does that relate with me? Because if you are, say, a Sagittarius, you can also watch Taurus. So if you had a Sagittarius moon sign, for instance, right, you could then watch also Taurus, because Taurus is a 5 and so is Sagittarius, right? So that would relate to a trine of something of a square of opposition, because you have to look at 9, which is moon energy, right? Sorry, I think I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself there, but it's kind of like this sequence of code, right? Code of a breakdown, right? It's meaning that I can't interact with you at this time because you're making me feel crazy. Because you're having a meltdown and you're having a breakdown, I can't contact you because you're very over emotional and you're going through something in your head. Me specifically, I cannot be around anybody that's emotionally breaking down, of an empath, sociopath, any kind of path it is. I have to choose myself. When I do, I get played, I get used as someone that thinks of themselves, right? So, say this person here, very feminine, very lost their mind, blah, 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 going through something, an emotional breakdown, okay? Split up, breakup around a Piscean energy, right? Split up, breakup. We are no longer together, split up, breakup. Enters twilight zone of, say, mother, father, whoever, who interferes, okay? Adds fuel to the fire here. Say masculine energy is here, comes back to blame a man or a masculine energy to be the way they are because they think that this person is an awful person because of, say, Z family member, of, say, Z child won't speak to mother or father. So because of this, you've got interactions of like exes and kids and children involved. Okay, you see the pattern? So let me break it down just one more time, right? They're saying that these things that are going to happen and are happening at the moment are very much to do with energy that is spent towards a planet. Part Magician's Table, you'll have to wait for that one, okay? But you've got to spend your karma, right? And it doesn't matter who you spend it with, you'll spend it on someone, right? So the energy of life itself and the world and everybody in it is the hugest, biggest energy source there is because it's also made by the sun, which is around Leo energies, right? So without the sun, we wouldn't be able to go. So you've got codependency of this sun kind of energy, right? Leo family situations are around Leo in the soul groups and also probable partner. Okay, so you've kind of got this energy where it is saying that all of the energy that is spent is going towards making the world tick and go around and round and around and around the sun, right? Around and around the sun. So you've got a mother that is obsessed about their child, 100%. Family situation, obsessed about, say, Z daughter or son or sons and daughters, but is obsessed, right? Not speaking energy, opposition of chart, of code, right? An opposition of something of north and south node. Very opinionated, don't want to talk, don't want to get on, blah, right? Here, okay? 3, you see the energy of 3, the trine, 1, 2, 3, okay? Here, sun, family, blah, 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 center of the universe, won't give me any attention. Why? I'll have to do anything I can to find out what it is I don't know, because I'm obsessed and controlling, right? Blah. I'll go off here to add fuel to the fire of a separation. Right? Why is this? Blah, 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 blah. What's that? Breakdown. Then you've got like victim mentalities, blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about if I'm calling people victim and people's feelings are getting hurt. Okay? I'm trying to teach. Okay? I'm trying to get you to understand. I am a guide that breaks down the code, that just clarifies it for you if you want to put it that way. Okay? Here, bam. Adds fuel to the fire. Right? Plays a victim as a breakdown, as a meltdown, whatever it is. Right? Doesn't want to speak to this person because they know that they're interfering in their relationship. Doesn't want to say. Probably does because they're forced by a person that does this kind of thing, right? Even if it's said or if it isn't, forms their own opinion around Sagittarius or Taurus or Life Path 5, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter or North Node. Person, right? Z person comes back here, forms their opinion, whether it be said by this person or not, forms their opinion. Forms it against the person that they're actually obsessed with, which would be family situations of sun, okay, the sun, okay. So, obsessed about sun, obsessed about that you hurt my son or daughter or didn't or did or didn't. Whichever way it is, I'm going to form my opinion because you won't tell me. Because I don't know about what I'm obsessed about, I'll find this out whichever way around it is, which is why you've got a narcissist in the soul group. So whichever way it is, I'm going to find out this information. And if I ain't, this is like the media, right? This is like, right, we've got a story. We want a story. And if we don't get it, we're just going to make it up. And we're just going to absolutely, it came out from Sagittarius. Came out, Aquarius. Around someone that makes out false accusing people of like, I don't know, you'll have to watch the Aquarian reading. I said to this before, Pisces. watch the Aquarius reading, right? You should be an Aquarian in Vedic, right? So Z person here comes up with like a person in the media. Well, if we can't get that story out of you and we can't get this info out of you, I'm just going to make some shit up and then go and tell this person something. And I'll just make it all up. I'll make you believe that they told me, right? I'll make you believe that this person actually told me when they probably didn't. But I'm just going to make all of this up and come up with some sort of fabricated story, come over to here and add fuel to the fire to make that worse. This is happening up here. This, oh man, fuck, bruv, do I see some things? I really do, right? Fabricate some sort of story and lie to cover it up, whether that be the truth or not. Goes over to Z table at a pub or a boozer, but basically goes over to Z group of people, adds a load of narcissism into it and shoves all that into there and then makes that worse, goes over to another company or another place, shoves a load of stuff into that and makes that worse, and causes hysteria or whispers and lies and manipulation and twisting, right? And then leaves and then comes back here and then causes more hysteria, makes things worse, causes the drama of control. You go to Libra Sagittarius that's just sitting there thinking, what the fuck is going on here, man? I've got no idea. Right, so Elijah, right, so I've got no idea what the hell is going on, man. I'm blind to the truth. So this would be someone that's called Di or Diane that's probably just took over the George also, up here, has no idea that this is all going on behind her back, where somebody will be whispering, manipulating and lying like they actually did at the boozer that happened before. Right, so you've got someone that is now jealous the fact that somebody is taking over a place, which would be a pub, a boozer, or anything like that, or a job, or anything, jealous the fact that the other person is doing it. Man, I know someone that used to do this, right? They used to work at, and I'll give you it, right? They used to work at a school, right? Or work at a facility, right? Where there was a lot of people, right? If you was to ever get a promotion, right? You was ever to get a promotion, this person would be that jealous, that they would make things worse for you by adding a load of narcissism, would form their own opinion because they were actually jealous that you got offered a job, right? That you got offered a job. So they would cause hysteria and they would whisper amongst all the people at work. This person didn't also want to do that, but they also came back into a place where everybody relaxes and drinks and so on and so forth. They also then started to go around all these people and whisper and lie things about the person they were actually physically obsessed and jealous about. They did all of this here. So they not only did this pattern now goes off to around work, it now goes off home, and happens either one at home or it actually happens as a place like a pub or a bar or a boozer or a workplace. But I'm picking up a workplace here of where someone has a job here and they also have a job here, right? So, man, this is that person, right? I was a part of this like 10 years ago and I see all this happen and it was fucking awful, man. This person made 4 people quit their job. 4 people quit their manager job because of narcissism and controlling and implanting it into a soul group of people, whispering and lying and manipulating and then making it very difficult because all the residents and all the people that are in this place, the energy felt thick and dense and awful because of this, like, gathering info and manipulating it amongst people, right? So implanted it into this place where 4 people broke down physically crying, right, because of somebody that was saying a load of lies about them, interfering into their life that wasn't wanted. One of these people were actually pregnant and so on and so forth, didn't want the news getting out of a father and stuff like that. This person manipulated this poor girl into actually telling her a load of a story about things and oh, you okay? Oh, what's happened? Oh no, really? Oh, what's happened? Oh, really? Oh yeah, no. It's like, oh well, I trust you and I'll tell you. And then told this person, right? This person then went off and told everybody different stories. Have you heard about what happened? Oh my God, guess who the father is? Guess who the mother is? Right? Blah, blah, blah. whisper, whisper, whisper. Next place, listen, blah, blah, blah. Whisper, 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 whisper. Right? This person, then, they all come to this person fucking shouting and screaming at this person that didn't want all of this info being spread out about people. They didn't want that. They didn't want this person to interfere. They manipulated this person here into fear, right? So they lost their mind. What did they do? They lost their job, right? They lost their job. Well, they quit. They quit because they couldn't get this person removed from the place. They couldn't do that. They suffered very much from this person being firmly seated at the place thinking that they owned it when they didn't, right? They think they own the company. They think that they own everything, right? They're fucking nasty. They think they own everything, right? So here, this person then made this person quit. And this is such your message here. It really is. You can relate it to however you like. Whether this be a love interest of a mother, blah, 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 so on and so forth, mum in the middle, or a job, or whatever you want. But the energy of the code of what they're saying here is what happened probably a lot of you missed, which is over on Patron, which was about this person implanting themselves into a soul group, okay, going from one to another to another to another, right? So is a mother or someone, right? But again, it's somebody that's doing that made this person quit, lose their mind and quit, right? They actually left town. They actually left town because of this person, because they couldn't cope. They couldn't cope with how this person made them feel, right? So they ended up also playing a victim of a circumstance of this. So whichever way you look at it, you've got people that think people or know people are controlling. You've got people that are going through breakdowns, meltdowns. You've got huge energy of what's going on up in the sky at the moment, right? So you've kind of got all this, but it's created by hysteria. People are very hysterical at the moment, is really what I'm picking up, like really, really hysterical, right? Or Eric, the name Eric, or Derek, the name Derek, or Dan, or D, anything beginning with D, but like very hysterical at the moment, right? So, man, this really happened in my old place of job as well, man. It was awful. It really was awful. Like I was going through something, and this person was like going around loads of people at work, like sprouting loads of, and I was like, man, everybody was like looking at me, and I was like, what's the matter? Like, and then I would enter into like a group of people that were all talking, and they'd all look at me like really quiet and like really, and they're like, what the fuck? What's up? What's the matter? Oh no, nothing. They're like, what? Did I miss something? Yeah, what I fucking missed is the fact that this person's been talking shit about everybody. Yeah, so they were like saying all of this, and everybody was kind of like, didn't say anything because this person acted as if they were a boss. They weren't a boss at all. They weren't, right? But they acted as if they owned the company and acted as if they were the boss, right? So they put fear into people, thinking that if I stand up against this person, right, I'm gonna be like, I daren't stand up against it. I did, but like I daren't stand up against this person, right? I was the only one that actually screamed the place down at this person. Still didn't do any goddamn any good, but like that's why I left. I was like, fuck, brother, I'm leaving altogether. Go out the way. Have what you like. Manipulate us whatever you want, but you ain't gonna be manipulating me. I'm elephant in the room. Out, do, have it. I don't care. Ego dropped. Done. Right. So all the name done, but like you know, very jealous, very, very, very jealous person. Right, I'm also hearing, well, I'm hearing Julian or Jason or Justin or someone that's Jewish, okay? But I'm hearing very jealous, okay? Very jealous, okay? And thought that they owned the company and tried to take it over and so they walked in and waltzed in, okay? And they would get a load of info and they would go and feed it back to the actual boss. But none of this was actually true, right? The boss knew that, which was Libra, didn't actually know that. I didn't know it at all, okay, but knew exactly what this person was like, right? Anyway, long story short, you've got somebody here that's doing these kind of things, right? That's manipulating soul group energies. That is kind of like in your place of work or in your place of residency, wherever you are, and they're adding a load of fear and then just not even telling truths. They're telling half truths, half lies, probably not even any. It doesn't matter. They're just completely and utterly trying to destroy people's lives by manipulating energies and going and whispering and lying and telling things about other people that no one really thinks fuck, right here. And now after this major event, I feel now is that now somebody's going to be doing exactly what they were up to before. Exactly what they were up to before here. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio in placements here, in placements of Scorpio. But again, still doing the same thing, unfortunately. Stephen or King or Steve is involved. Tina, this is you all day long, bruv, innit? There's loads of Tinas on here, right? But yeah, this is you, right? 100%. You did all that, right? You did it? Did you? Does it make you angry? Does it? Right? But yeah, there you go. You're a Piscean Aquarian, right? But if y'all guys out there from America or places like that and you call Tina, don't worry about it, okay? But that's where I nearly came up with a t-shirt called Tina times 10. Right? You couldn't get any worse. But anyway, you've got that. You've got someone that's really, yeah, well, you got that, right? Around a place of work, residency, boozer, pub, whatever. But that's what I'm picking up. If not, and you ain't dealing with the work thing and all of that kind of stuff, then you're dealing with the mother thing of adding fuel to a fire and control, and y'all got like, I can't. Mumford and Sons again. Mumford and Son. If someone's kind of like, it's just mother and son again, right? What? Someone's obsessed about their child. Like, this is a fucking extremely controlling person. Extremely controlling person here. Anyway, I mean, don't shoot the messenger, Pisces. I'm just giving you the truth. Here. You know, don't involve me. I don't care. I'll go through my own shit, right? I'm a Piscean. Right? So, whichever flavour it is or whichever one you want to choose or whatever it is, y'all got a huge mirror here of control. Right? Huge mirror of control. Everybody has. A lot of people have at the moment. Okay. So what's been going on with Pisces? So, Six of Swords here, Ace of Pentacles. So I've got no option but to leave. I have to leave, I don't want to, but I will. You see, an energy of like, well, we might as well just leave it then. But this could be a family member that's on their way over to see somebody here. I'm on my way, I'm just popping over just to see you. Oh, I just came over just to see you just for a second to find out what's going on with my kids or my children. I'm just trying to find out. Now, only really form your opinion if you are a Piscean out there and you know that anybody, doesn't matter anybody in your life that causes a lot of conflict, it feels to me that they are leaving this place to go over to find something out, right? To find out why they got dropped, right? Which means that, why did you dump me? Why did you just dump me in this? But this could also be a family member that's asking someone, why did you dump my son? Why did you dump my daughter? Or, why did my son dump you? But still trying to find out energies of why somebody got dropped here. Replaced. Okay. So it feels like that the energy can't be replaced here. So I really do pick up this energy of lost, of like, you can't be replaced. Like, you are worth your weight in gold, you can't be replaced here. I am also picking that up as you can't be replaced. The place. Somebody that works at an old people's residential place called the place, or a Piscean, right? Which would be a fish. But like the place here was an old people's residential place, right? It's called Askham House, right? So Askham or Phoenix House, or so that was a drug rehabilitation centre of Phoenix, or someone's from Philadelphia, also here in Philadelphia. Okay, Philly. Saprophilia. Oh man, I used to. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, kind of like. Oh, yeah. Fucking bro, this person. Anyway, let's see. Syndrome. Down syndrome. I'm hearing Down syndrome, or I'm hearing what's the when somebody is attracted to danger? Syndrome. Cindy. The name Cindy, or Down syndrome. Or Downs. Darren. The name Darren or Aaron. Dan. Danielle. Okay. A Cinder fucking Bella. Cinders. Cindy. Mindy. Mork, Mindy. Nanu, come in Norton, Mandy. You're right, Mandy. But like, let's see. Pisces, what's been going on? The World, 3. The Queen of Cups. Wow, the messages are bollocks. Because, well, you're in love with this person. You went over to see them. You went over to see them and you visited either Z mother or you went over to visit your lover, right? Or your mother now went over to visit Z lover. So you got past, present and future all in one. You've got, at the moment, you could have gone over and visited and stayed momentarily with your partner, or you actually still live with them. I'll change the energy around for the people that are not really in a bad standing relationship, okay, eventually. But, well, everything was okay. Everything was okay. You went over, you visited, blah, blah, blah. Enter the twilight zone of the future. Z parent here goes over here, travels over backwards, because this card's handed here, to see Lucy or family or the relationship of what is going on in my family's relationship. I want to know what is going on with my family, what's going on with my son, what's going on with my daughter. Why can't I see my son or my daughter? I love them. Now, some of you, it might not be any of those messages whatsoever, but one message here is I want to see my son. I want to see my daughter. Why will you not let me see my son or daughter? You can, but you have to come and get them, because I can't bring them over to you. You're going to have to come and travel to see them. If you want to get them and you want to see them, you're either one, going to have to come over here and see me, or see the children, or you're at least going to have to come over here and pick them up, right? If the kids are of age and can travel, they probably did. They probably went over, see Dean, okay, Sid from Sydney, Australia, or Sydney, Cindy, or Dean, or Dan, right, here, but went over to see their mother or father, right? But there is some kind of energy here, channeled-wise, is an altercation. There's an altercation here. Because somebody wants to see their children, of course, right? If that isn't where you don't have kids and you're Pisces and you don't have kids, this is very much where this person here, you was okay and everything was good, but as a reflection of now this person of parent here gets involved with their family's relationship, gets involved with their relationship, right? Because I have to stick with the energy of the channel messages because I believe in them, right? So I believe them. So you got somebody that's believing in someone but they don't believe their son or daughter, because that means that I'm going to stick up. You see, even a person that's controlling could think that what I'm hearing here is that somebody says that they're going to believe in the other person, right? But they're not going to believe the other one. But this person right in the middle of this world energy here, like I said, they may not even believe in the person that they're actually trying to control, right? Which means that I'm going to believe my son or my daughter, right? But I'm only going to believe that when I hear it from the horse's mouth. But that may not be wanted to be said by someone that's interfering in a relationship in the first place. But then somebody will form an opinion and think, well, I'm going to believe them, not you, right? And I don't know whether this is the son or daughter. Whichever way it is, this energy of this message I can't get out of my energy is that someone's trying to twist the truth. Or feels as if someone's twisting the truth here. Bending the truth to get what I want. Okay? So let's see what this Six of Swords is being about. Six of Swords. The only one in the deck reversed. Well, there's a few, actually. Yeah, there is. Leo in reverse. It's came up for a few readings. Victim. Man, do I have to keep going over this same one? Somebody that's playing a victim. Somebody, this is a sociopath, empath. Lost control of themselves. Probably been trying to make you feel guilty. This is a guilty conscience. Sorry, sometimes I get very frustrated when the same card comes up in 2 or 3 readings, and it's the same, right? And it's the same message, right? It really is the same message. If somebody in the family is gone over to see somebody that is played a victim here to make someone apologise for their actions, that you're not adequate enough, you're not good enough for me, am I not good enough for you? If the lion plays a mouse, it can play like, oh no, we had this before in your monthly. No, I can't do that, I can't do this, I can't do that, right? Plays a victim of it, and then blames you for everything it is and holds you accountable for everything that you haven't done. If they're playing like hold you account, oh man, sorry. It's just that I had all this in my head and I came up with it all, what they were saying, and now I have to recollect that again and go through it all again. It can get very exhausting when you have to give over the same messages again. Here, 6 of Swords, Strength in reverse. Starts off as a domino train. It's in someone's head, right, that makes you apologise for your own behaviour. Holds you accountable for it, right? Makes you apologise, right? So they want loyalty, they want protection, they try to protect themselves. Everything goes on in their head, right? They then play an energy, right, which can be a sociopath, which can make you apologise, constantly make you apologise or feel as if you need to apologise, right? So I always have to come over to see you to apologise for doing things for you, right? So this person gets triggered, right, here, for not being able to do something. Inadequacy. You're not performing. You need to apologise for me. You need to apologise for me. If this energy stands in its own way, they can get very aggressive. When they do, and they contact you through an aggression, they'll blame and tell you everything that you didn't. You're like, what? That fucking doesn't make any sense. All of a sudden, you're now telling me I've done all of these things wrong? I haven't done anything wrong. Yes, you have. You've done all of this, blah, blah, blah. What, you're now making me feel guilty. A guilty conscience. An ultimatum. You're now giving me an ultimatum that you will leave? Well, go then. You know. Yeah, but you made me do all of this, you know, and then you end up apologising to this person, a sociopath. You end up apologising for the energy of what happened in the past. So what things were minor has now turned out to be a complete and utter drama, like making a drama out of a crisis here. Right, so I'm in an era of need, I need and want, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Right, gets you to apologise for them, for your actions, right? Can make you feel guilty, right? No idea. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I had no idea that you were going through that. You see, I can even hear this mother saying that. Oh, I had no idea that my daughter or my son was doing all of that to you. I didn't even know that. Yeah, no, they blah, blah, blah. You know, Jesus Christ, man. I'm starting to really find it difficult to channel through mirrors. Because this is a reflection here, right? It's an infectious disease, right? It can be someone that plays a martyr and plays a victim. And when they play a victim, they'll get you in order to feel sorry for them because they're in victimhood. So no matter what they do or say, keep contacting you during this time with no patience. No Sagittarius energy that we went over in other readings. When I don't, I contact you in anger and aggression because I want to know now. I've got to know now because it's real building up inside of me. And now I feel like emotional wreck. And because I feel an emotional wreck, now because I'm very upset and very intimidated, I feel intimidated. If I keep going further down and down and down, all I will be able to think about is that you're intimidating me. You're making me feel as if I'm not wanted. You're making me feel as if I'm not accepted. You're making me feel sorry for myself. Through that energy, if somebody is going over it in their head, they'll make you apologise to them because they've gone over it in their head that much that I feel sorry for myself, that everybody doesn't ever want anything to do with me. You've now made me feel as if no one will ever want me. So then they'll start to look back at family and they'll go, well, my family don't want me, my family don't get on with me, like blah, blah, blah. I try with my family, but they don't want me. I'm the odd one out. Like I always feel as if I'm pushed out and separated and alone. In a relationship, this person will then, if you're then in a relationship, then starts to make people, like because of all of that victim mentality and going over it and over it and over it and over it in one's head, this person can then come across as like, And you're like, oh, you all right, lovey? What's the matter with you, lovey? You all right? And you're like, no, I'm really not all right. It's like, why? What the fuck is the matter? Oh, it's your son. It's your daughter. They treat me bad. Oh, really? Oh, don't you worry, sweet. I'll go back and blame them for you. Right? So even if this person in their life of their family goes through this, they'll go back to their family, and then that'll happen with their family also, because they're running from karma, and because they can't, they feel as if they need something to grab hold of. And if they can't grab hold of anything that they make sense of in their life, they can't grab hold of anything that makes sense, and they're being triggered and they feel as if it's the other person, they'll grab hold of anything that they can do in order to threaten. They will, because they feel like an intimidated cat. So this energy here can do anything here out of being intimidated. So through that, they can start to then threaten you, which can be that, well, I'll leave you then. I'll leave. If you're not going to give me what I want, I'll leave you and I'll go and get somebody else. Okay, or I'll bring up all of the past here. I'll bring up all of the past of all of these things that I could have done, but you didn't do it. And if you don't do this for me, then I'm going to do that and make you feel sorry, as if you're supposed to want to be with me, because you're supposed to feel lucky that you're with me, right? So you need to buck your ideas up and start like thinking about what you're doing, which forces a person to feel guilty. Which forces a person to feel guilty for them, right? So through a guilty conscience, they will attract over people in their life to make them feel accountable for like a victim mentality. So they'll feed energy into this person that will just come up with their own conclusion and think that it's their son or daughter. Right, because this can also be a mother that goes over here and also gets played as well, comes up with their own opinion and forms it against another. Right, so what you've got is a person through intimidation and feeling intimidated and a lack of courage and a lack of strength. They always feel as if they're not wanted and part of society, that they don't fit in and that they don't belong. Through that mentality, that pushes outwardly onto relationships here. So this is happening in this person's family, alone and separate from you. This is happening in this person's family. They'll probably tell you that their father or their mother or their brother or something like that, and there's been a very traumatic situation going on in there, and they need your help with it. Or the fact that there's been loads going on in their family and that you make me feel like my father did or my mother did. And they'll blame anybody or anything in order to try and make sense of it, because they're not accountable for their own actions. This person can feel very lonely at times, and when they do, they can't find themselves. They can't find themselves without feeding off an energy, because it's an empath, sociopath. Empath, sociopath, psychopath, any kind of path, whatever you want to look at. Feel drained, I feel tired, you're draining me, you're hurting me, you're making me feel even more of a victim. I'm lost, I'm confused, and now all I can do now is just sit here and play a victim with everybody that now comes to my low vibration and help and need. And because they do now, I can now get everybody to feel sorry for me and apologise for your own actions and try to use your emotions against you, where you can probably think, you know what, everything was very good at one point and I did come over, but there was something that you did here or that you said that made me actually sparked off my intuition and really started to make me think, you know what, you're actually like using my emotions and now you're blaming me for what you agreed to. If you agreed to that, right, and you said yes, and I came over and I visited you here and you said yes, but now you're saying as a Piscean and you're saying no, that now I don't want to because I've realised and gained knowledge through this cycle that I've just been through, because I actually realised that you're still triggered, you're still mirrored, you're still blaming me, you're still making me feel upset and awful, that I'm supposed to feel upset for you. So because you're making me feel like that, I have no option but to like, well, come over and visit and give it a go and give it a try, because you said that you were going to leave. You said that you were going to go and that you were going to go and find someone else and that you were going to travel or do whatever and you were going to leave me physically. So you need to feel sorry for me because I'll leave you if you don't. An ultimatum. So if you don't soon start coming over here and talking about this, or you know, be with me and everything else, I'll leave. An ultimatum, victim, Piscean energy. Well, I feel sorry for you. I'm sorry that that happened. Blah, blah, blah. Again, forcing your hand to apologise to somebody that could be a sociopath, right, here. Or even a goddamn empath, right? Fucking empaths are lunatics, bruv. Right? I was when I was waking up. And now people think that I'm a lunatic that I'm connected with. Because man is designed to be alone, right? When you're spiritually woke up and you're fucking a medium, boo, you pick up on every single signal that there is possible to anybody in life. You're connected with weather, with the feelings of vibrations. I can like sit in my car and I can know that one tyre is slightly out of pressure and it needs lifting up. I feel it, honest to God, even small things like that. I feel the fact that it's going to rain in a couple of days, or that the wind is on its way. Trust me, I do. Right, so those energies of spiritual connections, if you didn't know, of learning about empathy, right, and your connection of control, it just learns you to have more empathy for everything. So it makes you more receptive to energy of learning about a connection, which is everything in life possible that there is. That you can see, feel, taste, smell, touch, chart. Opens your chart up to knowing yourself, right? So a person that questions your reality is questioning you, right? So you feel it out. So as a medium, you're in it thinking, man, this feels very fucking strange, man. I don't even have to say anything. I just know that you're off. I just know that I feel something is wrong with you. I just know that. But if I tell you, you're going to blame me and tell me that I'm making you feel like a victim because you've just blamed me. You forced my hand to tell you. When I did tell you, you're now blaming me to say that it's my fault, that I now still feel sorry, that I have to apologise for to you. Okay? So, do you see what I'm saying here? Is that even just through feeling your energy out through this cycle here that you've gone through, somebody, either way, has been trying to get you to apologise for everything that you've done. And even if they've not, whilst contacting you when angry and out of balance, right, and not really using a Sagittarian energy of patience, because they don't, they wanted an answer extremely quickly that made you feel uncomfortable about telling them. So when they forced that out of you, you probably did, and this person even played more of a role of like feeling sorry. So how do you expect a connection to work playing this card here in reverse? Because it's so important. It's in reverse. It's one card that sets off a whole train of my reading. Robert Coltrane, Robbie, the pub, the boozer, right? Robbie, lost, right? Robert Lyons, lion, or Robbie is lying, or Rob is lying, right? Lying. Or someone feels that someone's lying, or was lied to, or lies to, collage to, France, from French, France. Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. It gets worse, Pisces. It gets worse. The condition of this person gets worse. You've now got like a Virgo-y 9, Piscean, 9 also Virgo, also Moon, also Mother. You see, the implantation of control and narcissism here is through a victim mentality. And even if you like are not speaking to your partner because of this trigger, and because of I can't seem to, like, I'm fucking lost, man. I feel the fact that you're controlling me. So does this person. I guarantee you, or the name Gary or Tina, right? I guarantee you, right, that here this person thinks or feels that you're also very controlling. That you're also very controlling. And so does your mother. And so does your father. Every motherfucker up in this reading thinks that everybody is controlling. You're probably, Pisces, be honest, you're probably even questioning yourself at times that am I actually a very controlling person? I guarantee you. Because whilst going through these times of victim mentalities and hard cycles, or Michael, or a hard cycle, you will actually really start to question your own reality, right? And is why in the past here, it was probably not a very good idea to keep playing this same card and the same role. And that may be why you decided to actually physically try to end this cycle at some point, because your feelings and your emotions were getting used, right? So someone's using or feeling as if you're using their emotions to get you to apologise to them. This person's still going through the family in their own cycle, in their own world, as well as what you are. This is also a mother through 9 also now that goes over here to find out what's gone on with a situation in their life, right? To find out what's gone on with it, right? Adds fuel to the fire to make it actually worse instead of leaving it, right? Because this could be a mum that finds out something about a situation, about their son or their daughter, or about information that they suddenly get. This is what I'm saying. Be careful what you try to find out, or be careful what you dig for, because you might just fucking find it. Which means that I'll open up Pandora's box, and Pandora's box was never meant to be open. Right? So, you know, you get more than what you're bargaining for here. So this person will take this as an offence. And because they do, they will set out to destroy you here. So, you know, so they're taking offence to it. If a narcissist takes a strong, like, that they really want to get you back, trust me, they will do everything that they possibly can to try and destroy your life here. They will really not let you move on or move away. And they will also not drop it. This doesn't have to be your partner. This can be someone right in the middle of it. Right in the middle of it. Right? They'll hold you accountable for that for fucking ever. They will. They really will. I've had some people in a situation here, and all these people, they used to come back to me telling me what this person had actually said, and the words that actually came out of this person's mouth of what they said about me, I wouldn't even want to repeat on here what I was told that she said here. I wouldn't even want to repeat it, because it's actually fucking disgusting what this person said. And everybody was shocked. Everybody literally was shocked. And everybody came over to me and said, Jesus Christ, Steve, this person of what they've said about you. You see, again, there's a thing here. There's a Stephen and a Stephen King. This is probably people even finding this out and going back and reporting it back to other people. But here to wake the fuck up about what's actually going on, because I'm a person that speaks the truth. I don't sugarcoat things in life, I speak the truth. For one, this is my channel, I can say exactly what I want. I call people out. I don't deal with bullshit. I have a right problem with bullshit. And I have a right problem with people that knock people off. Can't stand them. I can't stand them. So I call them out. I don't give a shit. I really don't. Okay. So you've got people here that may be going back and forth and telling people certain things about things. Right. 100% here. Right. What we got Dot, the name Dot or Dan or Dot, right? Or Diane or something like that. Okay. But yeah, I mean, y'all got strong energies of control here. Definitely. Okay. So that's, like I said, please, I mean, I don't want to keep apologising, but understand, right, I'm a medium. I am a tube and a conduit of info, right? You come to me for information, the truth, hopefully, right? But you come to me for the truth. I ain't going to sit here and sugarcoat it and just bullshit people. I'm a medium. So if I hear all of this, I give you it straight off the press. It comes to me and I give you it. It's a source of info, right? And I give you it. So please don't never like see me as a person that's sitting here projecting blame at a person, because I don't know anybody. I don't. My job is the most important thing to me, because spiritually it is my job. Okay, so I have to do it. Okay, it's what spirit gets me to do. Okay, so don't ever look at me as if I'm having a dig at people. I'm literally just telling you what I hear and what I see, right? So it's up to you whatever you do, right? But it doesn't always work out in other people's favour when they do, right? But again, if you would like the rest of your reading from the 7th until the 14th, this is where we will now draw you a new spread, okay, and we'll go over the future of what is this going to turn up. But if you didn't see your Patreon message for the month, y'all really missed some energy there, okay, some important info. So if you would like to know the rest of your reading, I'm going to draw you a full spread for the 7th until the 14th, okay, but it will only be on the full access bundle over on Patreon. There is a video that explains it all below, okay, if you want to have a look first. There's some informative information because you get Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node and South Node and your partner, and you can watch them for the whole month, right? But also, all the links are provided below, okay. What else was going to say to you? Angel Radio, man, I have got an absolute banger coming out, Pisces. I'm not going to play it on here because some people are moaning about it being too loud. So if you would like the new Angel Radio, there's a link below if you want the music, free music. It'll also be on the other channel and here sometimes, but mainly the other channel is Angel Radio. I have got an absolute corker that I am so pleased of that I've just made over the past day or so. And as soon as I'm finished, that'll be coming out, but it's about images in my mind, okay? So implanting things into my mind. I actually make energies and predict future through also music and also video art. So if you like it and you want to see it, it's free. It's just another YouTube channel. You can join, and it's just free music at the moment, okay? But I'm soon going to start. I've got plans for it. But yeah, if you want to join, you can. What else was going to say? I think that's it, Pisces. You are my last. You're my last. Oh, that's it. Sorry. Also, if you haven't gone anywhere, you'll get this. So you get loads of readings over there. I will do one more for a weekly after this. One more, okay? And then the last week of the month, you will only see that over on Patreon, because I'll do 3 on YouTube and then go to Patreon. And the last one will not come on YouTube. It will only go to Patreon. So if you want your last weekly message for each month, that's what I'm going to start to do for Patreon members. You'll get your last one where it'll only go there. But don't forget, you get all your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node. You get 4 weeklies a monthly, and then you also get another one for month end. Okay, so it's a cycle. But if you would like to join, you can find the link below. Okay? Alright, Pisces, thanks very much, and I'll see you soon.